Hi, good morning. Today we are going to talk about how to increase our sales or how to develop our sales using cloud and mobile technology in the CRM, customer relationship management. I'll be mixing between the PowerPoint and the actual system, and then I'll be switching from these two type of presentation. So let me just run the PowerPoint first. Let me do it now. And okay, I will share the PowerPoint with you. Okay. So basically, when we run our business, we really, one of our target is how to grow our sales. Our sales, how to make our sales to grow 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, and that kind of numbers, right? And obviously, we face a lot of problem in trying to increase our sales. Is how to do it, how to increase our sales. The what we can do is I always like to bring back to the fundamental of strong company. So if you we are going to go through the various example of how a system could help you to build your sales. If you have not got the Office Central, then you should go to that website, cloud.com, and then get your free license for your Office Central. Or you can go to the officecentral.asia and then get your free license there. Or you can just send us the email sales@ventures.com.my and we'll send you that free license to use the Office Central. Because if you run your business without tools, then you are going to be compared to your competitor. Okay, come back to the fundamental. For us to grow our business, for us to successful, basically we are looking at number one, your product have to be good. I mean, if your product is not good, but in the long run, you are not going to survive. So make sure that your product is good. I'm going to touch a little bit on the product unique value proposition after this. And the next one, you and your salespeople must have certain characteristics, certain rules for you to become. And of course, the third one is use a system for you to actually become more successful. I'll be talking about the system later on. Look at the research. People have done research, and these are the things, the one that you should do for you to become more successful than your competitor. You must get organized and you must get detailed report. These two things can be handled by a system. Of course, you need to be focused, you need to be consistent in what you are doing, you need to be very creative, and of course, you also need to look at your competitor. Okay, that one you can do yourself. The two things, the one that I can help you is the get organized and get detailed report. This can be done by a system. And if you look at the research from World Bank, companies that use ICT, they grow faster, they are more profitable, they are more productive compared to those that do not use ICT. So my recommendation is if you have not been using IT tools to manage your company, start doing it. And we are looking at the cloud technology now. Basically, the cloud technology allow you to get access to your data and to give instruction to your staff or update your staff from anywhere you are. Either you are in the office or in the uh, traveling or while you are at home, you can still get your data. And you have been using the cloud for many, many years. I mean, you can get your email from your handphone, correct? You can look at your Facebook from your handphone. You can look at Waze from your handphone while you are driving. I mean, basically, this is the cloud technology. Access to data anywhere you are. It's not limited to the office environment. So why would you still wanted to go to the office to pick up your data in terms of your sales or your account or your payroll when you actually can do it from anywhere nowadays if you use the cloud technology? Come back to you as an entrepreneur. This is one of the most important thing, the one that you must have, definite chief aim. This is something that you wanted to achieve. So the starting point of all achievement is the desire. Basically, the definite chief aim will give you the energy or the direction where you should go. And along the way, you know that if you have been in business for some time, you can see that you'll feel under pressure, you are stressed, people don't respond to you, and there's so many things, the one that happened to you, that will give you a lot of problem for you to move forward, right? But if you have this definite chief aim, then you are going to move forward however difficult it is. So because when you achieve the definite chief aim, then you are going to be having the kind of energy to actually to move forward to achieve your definite chief aim. So it could be the one that you want to achieve. Of course, in business, for example, you want to achieve something great, something that you'll be proud of. For example, for me, I wanted to build a global company, and I wanted to build sometime in the future dollar company, and I wanted to have offices in many countries in the world. I mean, the target is something that excites you, and you really have to work hard to it, and you'll be very proud if you can actually achieve that kind of target, correct? You can put your target 10 years, 15 years, even 20 years, 25 years, it doesn't matter. It's something that you want to achieve. This is the definite chief aim. So try to get this write down what you want to achieve, and and this is probably your first homework. Write down what do you want to achieve. You don't have to be next month, you don't have to be next year, you don't have to be next 5 years. Something, it could be 10 years from now, it could be 15 years from now, it doesn't matter. Something that will excite you, something that when you wake up in the morning, this is what you want to achieve. So all the minor distraction won't disturb you. And there are a lot of the successful entrepreneurs, and some of them I talk to them. And for example, I asked them, one of the billionaire in Malaysia, I asked them how long it take to build strong business, and he told me, yeah, it take long time. On average, it take like 13 years for people to become successful. You can see that if, for example, after 6 months you are not yet successful, it's okay. And if you look at the progress, or if you look at yourself, for example, you go up, after that you hit something, you drop, after that you learn, you go up again, and then you hit something, you drop, and then you go up again. I mean, you are going to face this problem. Everybody will face what you do is every time you have you hit something or you fail in certain thing, then you know that this is actually the feedback. Okay, you did something wrong. You need to reorganize your plan. You need to change your method. That there's a feedback saying that some of the things that you did wasn't that good. So you need to modify that and move on. One of the things, the one that you can look at is every year you need to look at the compared to the previous year. Are you stronger this year compared to last year? If the answer is yes, you are in the right track. If the answer is no, then you need to look back. Why every year you get weaker and weaker? Something is not right with your business strategy. You can discuss with your friend. I would suggest you should discuss with entrepreneur friends, the one that are more successful than you. They will give you a better answer. And I've talked to a lot of entrepreneurs, and one thing which always uh, in the same group is actually they think big. They wanted to expand their business to a bigger market, and I think it is true because for you to become successful, for you to build your billion-dollar business, for example, uh, Malaysia is not that big in terms of the world market size. I mean, you look at the population, we only have like 30 million people. Look at Indonesia. Indonesia have 260 million people. Look at India. India have 1.2 billion people. I mean, if you are targeting to the small medium enterprise, for example, Malaysia have about 1 million plus SME. But look at Indonesia, they have more than 50 million SME, including the micro. And India have 48 million SME. I mean, the market size is of the regional scale or the global scale. So if we want to create a big business, look at this bigger market. One of our friend is Mark Kang, for example. He owned Job Street some time back. When he sold his company, the company became worth about 1.7 billion ringgit. I mean, how can you create a company worth billion ringgit if your market size is small? So what he did was from Malaysia, for example, he expanded to Thailand, Vietnam, Philippines, Indonesia. He tried to go to India, even though he failed there. It doesn't matter. The company become very valuable. So the concept is we need to think big. Come back to your product. Your product must have value proposition. What is the difference between you compared to your competitor? What is your strength better than your competitor? You must know this. Whatever product, whatever services that you do, you must know what is unique about your product. Once you know what is unique about your product, then you are going to talk about during your marketing or during your brochures, your website, your whatever your marketing material. When you talk to people, you are going to focus on your unique value proposition. What is different between you or competitor? For example, in our case, we build up, correct? Office Central is the solution for the small medium enterprise and a medium size and larger company. Our competitor, for example, competitor when we started the product are still using technology, which is PC-based technology. You need to build, you need to run that software on a laptop or on a PC, and then when you want to, you actually need to go to that particular PC or inside your office and start from there. And For example, in the accounting area, most of the time, the one that operate the PC is actually your accountant. You don't even have access to the computer, right? The only thing you have is the system. So people use the accounting system before. What we did was, okay, why can't we build a cloud-based system where you can get access to the data from anywhere you are? Make it easy that you don't even have to be an accountant to actually run your company, build your profit and loss, balance sheet, cash flow, and all that. So we are looking at the technology perspective when we build our product, because our competitor was using very old technology. We come out with the using a much later technology, so you can get access to your system, to your data from top, from handphone, and you can build mobile app on top of it, that kind of thing. So that differentiates us compared to because of the cloud technology. Now we can add, for example, a human resource management system inside. You can add the payroll management. You can add customer relationship management into the system. So now not only accounting, but you actually can do sales, and you can do human resource, you can do payroll in the same system. That differentiates us compared to a lot of our competitors. And one thing about when you want to build your business, go back to the product design thinking. You shouldn't fight with your competitor head on. I always look at the competitor, the one that's already many years in the market. They are like the T-Rex, the Jurassic Park movie, right? And you don't try to fight with the T-Rex. You're going to be shredded by him. So what you do is you look at the whatever the thing. Don't fight with the T-Rex. In our case, for example, we look at our competitor. They have been around for more than 30 years, and they have a lot of users. So we are not going to build the product using the same technology and fight with this T-Rex head on, because we know we are going to die fighting with the T-Rex, correct? So what we do is we look at technology, we build our product based on the latest technology, and then we don't have to fight them head on. So then we can survive. And then in your market share, while they are still using the older technology, they don't disturb you in that side. Okay, we come back to sales. And sales is very important in our company. And of course, you also know about it. And of course, I have a lot of friends on the technology area. They always like to do product, but they hate to do sales. They are very comfortable sitting in front of their computer one whole night or one whole day, but they hate to actually go and see people to do sales. We must focus on sales. If you are an entrepreneur, sales is one of the most important function that you must do. Without sales, you are going to die. So whether you like it or not, look into how you are going to strengthen your sales and your sales team. We are going to go through the various methods later on. That's it. You need to have strong sales and marketing. You need to spend a lot of time and resources in order to build your sales and marketing strength. In Malaysia, for example, most of us, especially the techie like me, we like to spend a lot of our time and resources building one product after another, but we really hate to do sales. So I think that one have to stop. To spend our time and resources to do And you just have very simple calculation now. For example, there's another homework. The one that you can do is the look at your money you spend on sales and marketing, how much money you spend on the product development, for example. If, for example, your product development cost is higher than your sales and marketing, then something is not right. When I went to the US, for example, when I asked some of the company in Silicon Valley, and it's quite striking. According to them, they actually spend 3 or 4 times more than their product development. They spend more on sales and marketing, a few times compared to their product development. So if you are still spending less on sales and marketing, then I think one thing about sales is probably the concept of sales, and a lot of people don't like sales because they think sales is you're begging people trying to buy your product, right? It's so stressful to become salespeople, and of course you see around that people try to sell you product, and you don't feel good about being a sales. And but actually, the we need to totally remove that concept of sales from our mind. We are actually solving problem. We are solving our customer problem. Customer have headache, customer have migraine, and you have the Panadol. And you practically help them to solve their headache by giving them the Panadol. So you are not selling anything actually. You are giving people the Panadol to solve their problem. So stop thinking that you are selling. You are actually helping your customer to solve their headache. Everybody, when they run their company or they run their organization, they actually have headache, and you are actually helping them to solve their headache. So the concept is you are not selling. So this is one of the things, the one that you must do in order for you to grow your business, in order for you to grow your business by 50%, by 100%, by 200%. Change the concept. You are not selling, you are solving people's problem. And of course, you need to have the skill. If you don't have the presentation skill, start doing the presentation, start building your PowerPoint, start practicing your 30 seconds pitch, for example. Start doing how to do 5 minutes presentation. These things need to be trained. And all your salespeople need to be trained on this. And from my own experience is when you have new staff coming in, don't assume that they know everything. You need to go through the kind of SOP, train them on the various areas, making sure that they are good in their skill of presentation. In fact, inside my company, they all the staff, the sales staff, need to do presentation in front of me and the management team for us to actually guide them, improve their presentation skill and product knowledge. And this is about product knowledge, means that you really must know about your product, your business, in order for you to become more successful. Sales pipeline. This one-page display, actually you can learn a lot from this sales pipeline concept. If you look at the page, right, you can see that you start with 200 leads, 100 qualified leads, 20 sales meeting, 10 quotation, and 5 orders. What does it mean actually? Actually, if you look at you have 20 sales meeting, and from that sales meeting, only 10 of them ask you to send quotation, And then from that 10 quotation you send, only 5 will become orders, correct? So what we learn from this is there is statistics, mathematics inside sales. Means that if, for example, you go for 20 sales meeting, it will result in 5 orders, correct? It also can be read in another way. If you go for 20 sales meeting, 15 will become failure, correct? From the 20 sales meeting, only 5 will become order. So you have 15 failure. Let's say this is every month you have 20 sales meeting and you have 15 failure every one, 5 success every month. So the concept is the success and failure is actually is the part of your sales process. So we shouldn't get very upset when we don't get the sale, because you know that every month you are going to have 5 success and you are going to have 15 failures. So what's the problem? Why we are so upset when we have failure? It is part of the process, the one that we need to do in order for us to get the 5 success. And you can look at the top one, leads. If you don't have leads, you are not going to have sales meeting, correct? So when you run your sales organization, the first step that you must do is actually having leads. Making sure that your salespeople have leads, and you need to monitor the leads, how much the leads are being followed up. And of course, you look at it, I put in another one, qualified leads. Actually, you need to teach your sales staff to qualify the leads. Not all leads will turn into order. If you can qualify the leads, then you are going to spend more time on the list, the one that is more probable for you to change to orders, correct? So look at lists, look at how you can teach your salespeople to qualify the leads, look at the sales meeting, look at the quotation, look at the orders. So all these things, leads, sales meeting, quotation, and orders can be part of the KPI, the one that you will use to monitor or to manage your sales team. I'm going to log into the system later on and show you where these things are, the list, the sales meeting, the quotation, the order, how to set the KPI, how to track their numbers. And the concept of marketing, there are two. One is outbound marketing, one is inbound marketing. The inbound marketing is the later one, the modern method of marketing, making your use of Google, Facebook, blog, search engine optimization, and all that. So that is the new method. The old method is like, you have the big billboard beside the highway. You have the magazine, the TV, the radio, the newspaper, brochures, and all that, right? I'm not saying that you should stop the traditional marketing. What I'm saying is look at the inbound marketing, look at your latest method in marketing. And a lot of company in the US, for example, their budget for the inbound marketing is more than the budget for the outbound marketing. So one of your homework after this is look at your marketing, how much is inbound and how much is outbound, and you can see the percentage and start adjusting to increase your marketing, the inbound marketing budget. And of course, you need to learn how to use that leads magnet, how to use the landing pages, Google website, and all that. So this one will be covered in another session. And of course, we already told you before, World Bank said that use IT for you to have the high efficiency and the effectiveness in managing your operation. Come back to sales. You must understand your customer behavior. Their behavior may not be the same as the behavior of the American or the European. How do they buy? Who decide? And when we started marketing our product 5 years ago, we try to market our product using the American style. Uh, put it in the website, do marketing in the Facebook, have the online 30 days free trial, and then have the online payment and all that, right? And it didn't turn out good. And what we discovered was the Malaysian the type that they wanted to have this face to face. They need to have this personal relationship. They need to know who their suppliers are. So when we start changing our marketing strategy to have this a lot of face to face and relationship, then we experience very high growth in our sales. So in your case, for example, try to look at your customer behavior and modify your marketing to suit your customer things, the way your customer make their decision. Of course, this is for those of you who are in the high-tech industry or IT industry. This is another one, the one that you must understand the customer behavior. When you start building your product, you are going to attract all these innovators and the early adopters or visionaries to actually use your product. These people, they like new technology. They like to look at how the new technology will help them to become more successful. They are early adopters, and they don't mind. For example, the product is still new, still under development, still have bugs here and there, but when they use the product, they actually will from it. They will try whatever new feature, the one that you create, in order for them to actually benefit from your product. But you can see that after a while, you need to move to the early majority. Early majority is the type of people that will say that, oh, um, how good is product? Are you the leader in this? Have people use your product? What is their experience using your product? That kind of thing. So the marketing have to change from, for example, trying to focus on your technology. For example, when you want to go to the early majority customers, then you need to focus on, the product is already in the market for some time, already have thousands and thousands of customers. The product already won this award, that award, this award. You know what I mean? So once you change your marketing strategy or your marketing messaging, then you are going to bring in the early your customer. Is once you have the early majority, normally the late majority will come in. The way they decide is my friend is have my friend already used your product? Have another company use your product? So their decision making is like, okay, if somebody else have used your product, then the product must be good. Then I will use your product. That kind of concept. So you can see that the even customer behavior, you can actually group your customer behavior into early adopters, early majority, and the late majority. And come back to the cloud. The concept of the cloud is for people like us, we are entrepreneur. We are on the move all the time. We are not inside the office every day. We need to make sure that our operation is run well. Data, you also need to update data so that you actually can make your own decision. That is the concept on man on the move. And of course, under the cloud concept, the collaborators concept, all your stuff are connected to the same cloud. So which means that when somebody do something, update something inside the system, everybody else inside can actually see the update and take their action from that. So that's the concept of access anywhere and collaborative concept using the cloud. And a little bit about the product itself, Office Central. Office Central actually have tools inside it. One of them is, of course, the customer relationship management, but Office Central also have accounting, human resource, payroll, and many other small products like distribution management, finance management, loan management, and all that. So Office Central, the NEF, our NE award. In fact, Office Central won a lot of awards. The Asia Pacific ICT Award, you have SME 100 Award, and Office Central or are featured in magazines almost every month. Office Central, you have actually that on Office Central. One is mobile application. You can see on the left. You actually can download the mobile application in your handphone. Now, for example, we provide mobile app for the Android phone. Um, web application. You can see that you actually have a lot of application under Office Central. You can use one of them. You can use all if you like. Mobile application, we also have many mobile application. You can download whichever that you can download one or you can download all. We have mobile application for the people. We have mobile application for the salespeople. We actually have mobile application for those that use Office Central for accounting and payroll outsourcing. We also have mobile application for those that use Office Central for point of sale. You actually can do your point of sale using your mobile. Come back to the technology itself, cloud technology, anywhere, access anytime. You will always get the latest version. We will update you, for example, if there is any changes by the government regulation in your payroll or tax or whatever, don't worry about it. We actually will adjust the table for you. You don't have to do it yourself. And access anywhere, access anytime. This is the concept, the one that look at in order for you to actually grow your business, grow your sales. You must get access from anywhere, the office, the house, while you are traveling, while you are having lunch. Because I think running a business, you need to have data all the time. You need to give very fast response to your customers. You must get information instantly, and then you should share information with your other staff. All this can be done using cloud technology, using Office Central cloud technology. Okay, where to implement when you... So basically, use the for you to manage your sales. Of course, then you can connect that to cost, payroll, and even point of sale. Center payroll, human resource, accounting, customer relationship, and distribution, and that more specialized module. We are going to focus more on how CRM, for example, can help you to double your business during this session. A little bit about the Office Central. So you from the dashboard, you actually get to many module inside that one. You can click the module and you can immediately move into the various function under the module. So you have accounting management. We are going to focus on accounting management. On accounting, have the compliance to the MPERS, Malaysian Private Entity Reporting Standard, and you have business intelligence, and then you have all these monthly trend, cumulative trend, and various ratio inside the accounting. So we are going to touch accounting later on. The same thing, this is a P&L, this is accounting ratio, this is the debtor aging, this is the invoices, GST 03 report, file, and now we are going to focus on the CRM. Basically, when you use your CRM, you are looking at various things. Number one is you must have KPI for your staff. For example, how many leads, how many meetings, how many quotation, how many invoices, and all this. And then inside of Central, you can see that you have list management, you have account management, list intelligence, and communications management. You can use in order for you to help to develop your. And inside the CRM, you actually have many other graphical display. You can see your customers where they are on a map. You can look at the various trend using the and look at the CRM, the various dashboard that we give you. And this is the CRM mobile app. Can have the salespeople can actually use the handphone to actually do their sales function. They can do their quotation using their handphone. Within 1 minute, you actually can send the quotation, send it to the email, you can send it to the WhatsApp. And so your salespeople can customers immediately. So key success factor for the salespeople actually to be able to respond to their fast. And look at the various KPI. You must have KPI salespeople. How many quotation, how many invoices, and all that. If you don't have KPI, they don't have target, so you also don't know how to track them. Management, you actually have account. Everything that you do together, all your meeting with them, your quotation with them, your delivery order, your invoices, all the things that you discuss during the meeting are actually monitored under the account management. And understand your customer, what are your relationship with them, just go to account management, the whole history of you and the customer. So you actually can make use of that to help you to grow your business. There is dashboard, the one that's available in the CRM. So you should explore that. Go through the system later on in the next session. Okay, you can look at the various quotation you want. And the CRM can also the email marketing and the SMS marketing. You actually can send email via M. You can also can SMS via the CRM. So basically, try to make use of the email marketing and SMS marketing as part of your marketing strategy. And various type of format the CRM available. if you are from a different industry. Point of sale is another one. That point of sale is also part of the CRM. So basically, you can do your sales like the traditional point of sale, where when you sell and then the data is inside the point of sale. In this case, the data is sent to the cloud. Then you actually can do the analysis of your sales. You can run your membership management. Then you can increase your sales using the membership management. So try to cloud point of sale for you to grow your business. I'll show you some other example of the point of sale. And then, of course, the inventory management. When you have very strong inventory management, then you make sure that it's there when you sell it, or you make sure that inventory is not finished. People want to buy it, or you can inventory. You don't have this non-moving inventory. That's some of the application for the mobile application for sourcing. So for you to increase your sales, basically through the principle of how to build a very strong company, how to build very strong product, how to build very strong salespeople, and we have been looking at the tools on how to tools for you to actually grow your business. So I'm going to go through the last page, and then this is, let's go through the last page. We have been growing almost like 50 to 100% every year using techniques for the sales management. So maybe if you can look at how we do and trying to duplicate or learn, maybe also double up your sales every year. Office Central, for example, this is the NEF Aoni Award. We are in the every month. We do a lot of outbound marketing of our face-to-face seminars that we do with our customers. Collaboration that we do, Malaysia and Indonesia. Packages we covered later on. A lot. We build a relationship with our customers and supporters. This is what we are. We are this MSC status. We have this SME 100 award, a big top award. It's a very good product for you to help you to double up your sales. Some of our pictures during the SME 100 award. In the various magazines, almost every month, The Age, The Focus, The SME, The Star, BFM, in the book. And actually, I also wrote my own book called Startup to $1 Million Venture. We are going to go to the I will show you how to use the system in the next session. So for today, for example, we are going to stop at this point, and then we are going to session, and I will show you how to use the CRM system live, so that you actually can use a system for you to grow your business. So until the next time, thank you very much, and then wait for my next email for the next session on the CRM with the real demo from the system. And see you next time.